Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join us for some wild, weird, and totally fascinating stories from around the world. Today, we're diving into something straight out of sci-fi horror flick. Rabbits with tentacles or horns growing right out of their heads, spotted in Fort Collins, Colorado. Yeah, you heard that right. Bunnies that look like they're auditioning for a monster movie. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride, and I promise you'll be glued to your screen. Picture this. You're strolling through a park in Fort Collins, enjoying the sunshine, maybe munching on a snack, when you spot a cute little cottontail rabbit hopping around. But then wait a second. What's that? Sticking out of its head are these twisted, black, spiky growths that look like something from an alien invasion. Horns? Tentacles? Quills? Whatever they are, they're freaky and they're definitely not normal. People in Fort Collins have been snapping pics of these bizarre bunnies, and let me tell you, the internet is losing its mind over them. These photos are going viral, and it's not hard to see why. They're equal parts creepy and fascinating. So, what's the deal with these horned rabbits? Are we dealing with some kind of mutant bunny apocalypse? Is Fort Collins ground zero for a rabbit alien takeover? Spoiler alert, it's not quite that dramatic, but the real story is just as wild. These rabbit aren't mutants or aliens. They're victims of a super weird virus called the show papillomavirus, or CRPV for short. It's a mouthful, I know, but stick with me. This virus has been around for ages. First discovered in the Midwest back in the 1930s. It's specific to rabbits and spreads through biting insects like mosquitoes and ticks. When it infects a rabbit, it causes these gnarly, wart-like growths to sprout on their heads, faces, or even mouths. Over time, these warts can harden and stretch out, looking like twisted horns or creepy tentacles. It's like nature decided to give these bunnies a horror movie makeover. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that sounds gross, but is it dangerous? For wild rabbits, it's usually not a huge deal. The growths look scary, but most of the time, they don't stop the rabbits from living their best bunny lives. Hopping, munching grass, you know, the usual. The virus tends to run its course, and the growths might even disappear on their own. But here's where it gets a bit darker. If those growths get too big and block the rabbit's mouth or eyes, it can make eating or seeing tough. And for pet rabbits? Yeah, it's a bigger problem. In domesticated bunnies, these tumors can sometimes turn cancerous, which is super sad. Thankfully, this virus is picky. It only affects rabbits. You, your dog, your cat, even your goldfish, totally safe. No horned human outbreaks to worry about here. Let's talk about these viral photos for a sec, because they're what's really fueling the hype. People in Fort Collins have been capturing some cinematic shots of these rabbits. Imagine a fluffy brown bunny sitting in a field of green grass, but its face is covered in these dark, jagged spikes curling out like something from a nightmare. Or another one, caught in the golden glow of sunset, with what looks like a crown of thorns on its head. There's even a meme floating around with a rabbit that's got these horn-like growths. Styled like a poster for a sci-fi thriller, complete with creepy warning text. It's no wonder people are freaking out and calling these zombie rabbits or jackalopes come to life. If you've ever heard of the jackalope, that mythical creature that's half rabbit, half antelope, it's easy to see why these pics are making people do a double take. But here's the thing, this isn't a new phenomenon. The show papillomavirus has been around for decades, and these horned rabbits pop up every now and then, especially in warmer months when bugs are out spreading the virus. Back in the day, people probably saw these bunnies and thought they were actual jackalopes, which is honestly kind of adorable. It's like folklore coming to life, but with a scientific twist. Colorado Parks and Wildlife has even weighed in, telling folks not to panic. They're advising people to leave these rabbits alone, not because they're dangerous, but because stressing them out or trying to catch them could make things worse for the bunnies. Plus, nobody wants a nip from a freaked out rabbit, right? So why are we so obsessed with these creepy critters? I think it's because they tap into that part of our brain that loves the weird and unexplained. These rabbits look like they belong in a horror movie or a sci-fi novel, but they're real, and that makes them even cooler. It's like nature's reminding us it's got a wild imagination. And let's be real, those photos are straight up art. The way the light hits those twisted growths, the contrast between the cute bunny fluff and the eerie spikes, it's like Mother Nature hired a Hollywood director to stage the whole thing. Before we wrap up, let's clear up a few myths floating around. No, these rabbits aren't part of some secret government experiment. No, they're not aliens or zombies. And no, they're not a sign of the end times. Sorry, conspiracy theorists. It's just a virus doing what viruses do, being weird and messing with our heads. If you're in Fort Collins and spot one of these bunnies, snap a pic from a safe distance and share it online, but don't try to make it your new pet. Let's keep these wild rabbits wild and safe. All right, folks, that's the story of the horned rabbits of Fort Collins. Cute, creepy, and totally fascinating. What do you think about these bizarre bunnies? Have you seen any weird wildlife in your area? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one, and I love hearing your stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the strange side of nature, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow, and I'd love to keep bringing you more stories like this one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video.